Leo, welcome to your Love Tarot reading with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader for 10 till 17 March. This is for Leo, dealing with a Leo, wherever you got Leo in your chart. Whatever brought you here, general reading, take it as it resonates. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you haven't yet done so, I hope that you will subscribe to the channel. I get a very high-pitched sort of happening. It's quite interesting. Anything like that happening on your side? What's going on? All right, general reading for love. 5 of Pentacles. Ooh. Not the strongest way of starting off a reading in love. 5 of Pentacles is the energy of feeling left out in the cold, feeling used and abused, feeling neglected, you know. Are you feeling that you've put everything in and you're kind of left with scraps? What's going on here, Leo? Let us know in the comments. Also, let us know where in the world we are connecting from. I'm in beautiful South Africa. This is an energy where your wisdom is called for. You know, your healthy discernment is called for here. Okay, we're going to let's take a look and going to do some clarification and see what's going on. Just because it doesn't start off strong doesn't mean that it's bad, because look at that immediately. The energy that is directly influencing at the moment is the Ace of Pentacles. So I kind of get a sense here of being done with a situation and kind of like, you know, almost like time to move on type of vibes. Done with a situation, time to move on. That's pretty much what I'm picking up here for you. Maybe you've met someone new, but I mean, this is not the kind of thing that I would encourage. Definitely not. But, you know, maybe you've met someone new, and maybe this new person, or it could even be someone else's connection, is making you realize what love should really be. You know, what it should look like, what it should feel like, what the experience should be like. But one way or the other, there is a little bit of a rude awakening that's happening over here. But I also get it as a, you know, a rude awakening with a positive outcome. So that is quite cool. Okay. Let's see for you, what is it that has led up to this situation? What is it that has led up to the situation? What is the energy? The 8 of Swords. So you have done quite a lot for this person. You have done a lot for this person. This person has gotten you into very perilous sort of situation, circumstances here. You know, and I get a sense that maybe you had to cut some ties with someone. But you know what? Here's the thing, beautiful Leo. Even if you do the right thing, it feels heavy afterwards. You know, it's difficult because, you know, of course, you know, you didn't go into a connection lightly, you know, giving your heart, whether this is something that worked out or didn't work out, you know, but there was some giving of the heart over here, you know, and I'm sending you love from my heart because something didn't work out here as expected, but I do get the sense that you made the wise choice, you made the right choice. That is what I'm definitely picking up here for you. All right, let's see what's happening on your foundational energy, Princess of Pentacles. So, yes, there might be a consideration here of moving from someone, from a certain connection, and now looking to move into a situation, into a connection with someone else. You know, this is what I'm going to say to you, Leo. Pay attention to how this possible new love interest, or even the possibility of having a new love interest, you might even say you want to be on your own for a while, but predominantly for most of you, I get the sense of a new possibility. And you know what, sometimes, and this happens to you, Leo, because you see other people's potential so much, you know, your heart is open so much that you will sometimes stick with a situation longer than what is necessary and what is healthy for you, because, you know, you see the potential and you try to bring that out in them, but then we sometimes lose our power and our strength in that connection, and we do need a little bit of that awakening to kind of bring us back to the realization of, you know, what it is that we really want and what it is that we really need, and who and what it is that really honors what we are deserving of. We forget that sometimes. Okay, so even though things may have been challenging, I see that it is definitely to your benefit. 5 of Wands there, so, you know, crowning you. So definitely some challenging situations going on over here. And you want to do the things that is going to help you at this moment to move beyond the situation. So do the meditation, do take the quiet time, do focus on, maybe what was beautiful about the connection, what was beautiful, what you are saying goodbye to. Give yourself that moment to grieve if that is what you need, to move beyond the situation. Give yourself that is what you need. All right. Coming through very strongly, actually, for you here, my beautiful, beautiful Leos, that you give yourself the time, the chance, the opportunity to grieve what has not gone right. All right. As you sort of I can almost say, regain yourself in this connection again. And what are the lessons that you learned here? There are lessons in everything in life. Nobody comes into our lives just by chance, and sometimes it is our closest soul family members that come in and that hurt us the most, but they shake us up a little bit, and often it's like the difference between like a soulmate and a twin flame, where a soulmate is that lasting connection that comes and we can be with them and all those beautiful things, whereas a twin flame come and shake things up and then they leave, and it feels so, almost like unfair. So I see that this person that you were dealing with was a twin flame and not a soulmate. Okay, and it may have gone on for a while, but eventually, and it's almost like everybody knew this situation had to reach conclusion, because I feel it wasn't healthy for anyone, even the person that you were possibly considering in the connection as well. But energy going forward, immediately going forward, you've got the Nine of Cups there. That is wish fulfillment. All right. So I see you stepping away from a connection to step into something better, to step into something that is more in alignment with what you need. Right. And I get that the other person's going to be okay. All right. Overall energy for this reading, I've got the Hangman energy for you. So this is also an energy that says, hand the situation over to spirit. Hand the situation over to source. Let source resolve this for you. All right. And it's often when we need source the most that we draw furthest away from source. Okay. Let's see if source actually had a message for you, what that would be. Six of Cups. All right. So, there's still a little bit of recalibration that needs to happen here. There's a little bit of forgiveness that needs to happen here. You might be a lot more hurt or disappointed even, but I feel more hurt than what you may realize, or what you might actually want to, be comfortable admitting to others. But yeah, this is a situation that had to come to an end. It had to come to an end. It had to conclude. All right. It is in interest of both parties involved. All right. What you don't see coming, my beautiful Leo, the Four of Pentacles, stability in life. So it seems like this person that you were dealing with, this energy that you are dealing with, they've disrupted your flow of ki a little bit, like your chi flow, like your energy. They've kind of messed with your prana type of vibe. And you needed to get almost like yourself back. It's like you lost yourself in this connection and you needed to get yourself back. All right. So all in all, even though it's a little bit of an uncomfortable situation or possibly a painful situation, I do see that that you are ready to move on anew, and you've got everything to make it work. Yeah, in love with a new person. So it may not really 100% seem that way, my beautiful Leos, but you are on the right track when it comes to love. Okay. So again, look at the lessons that you've learned. Look at the experiences that you had, but I get that this is it's not a U-turn sort of situation, but I don't really see that that's a possibility on the table. Maybe they left you, but either way, things had to conclude. So there is a potential to go back to the previous person, okay? So there is an opportunity to go back to the ex. I see that. And they may actually come back to you with a really, saying all the right things sort of thing. That's entirely your choice. But I wouldn't. Okay? Even if it means you have to be alone for a while, I wouldn't just go back to it just because it's familiar. Because this person might be a little bit of a crying wolf sort of situation. And I can pretty much see that this will come back again. And maybe they've been lowballing you, but you just, it's almost like you found ways to cope with what was going on, So let's say you're dealing with someone that's very, very difficult and you don't really know what to do. So instead of maybe stepping up and dealing with the situation, maybe you've just smoked a lot of weed. You know, just to kind of, you know, like you don't think so much about it. But this had to come to conclusion. Okay? All right, let's see. Because what I'm getting is that things were always going to end up this way. That is pretty much what I'm getting. It was always gonna reach this. Okay? Let's clarify your beautiful reading here for you, Leo. I hope that you're all right. And if you are open to beautiful soul growth, check out the links for my courses down below in the description. So clarifying your current energy, this Ace of Pentacles that is currently happening, because what you're currently having with this Five of Pentacles and this Ace of Pentacles, it is a situation that might seem sort of hopeless, but I think that you yourself realize that things had to come to an end. And you yourself realize that what you needed more. So maybe you're even dealing with someone that maybe maybe you wanted a family and they didn't want to have kids and stuff like that. Maybe they still wanted to feel a bit of freedom, kind of realize that, okay, well, maybe they should go back to you, that sort of thing. Bit of a mindfuck, actually. Four of Wands, Four of Swords, Five of Cups. Energy is clarifying that Ace of Pentacles there for you. So, I can see that you are ready for a deeper connection. And I wouldn't say that the connection you had wasn't deep, but there were parts that were superficial that you may have, opted to overlook. But now you have the opportunity to open yourself for what you really need and really, really want. And I'm going to encourage you, beautiful Leo, to take some time to process your emotions, because I can see that it is necessary. Okay, I just want to draw one card for that Eight of Swords there in the recent past, just to get some clarification. Okay, we have two cards coming out, 10 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So again, this is what you wanted. You wanted a happy life, you wanted a family life, you wanted a fulfilling life. And you may have somebody that they wanted to pursue sort of other things, maybe they were a little bit into like threesomes and that sort of thing, and maybe that was just not really your cup of tea. It wasn't your flavor. No judgment, to each their own, 100%. But I can just see that what you wanted was almost like to settle down, to be stable, that sort of thing. They wanted to, still explore the flashing lights type of thing. Okay? Let's clarify this Five of Wands as well as this Prince of Pentacles. Let's actually draw a card for that Five of Wands first. So you got the Queen of Cups energy over there, my beautiful, beautiful Leos. So this is an energy of, I'm wondering why I'm getting so hot. I forgot to put on the fan. So this is definitely a space where I will say that you're in the process of becoming ready to be with another person. Okay? And if you are with someone at this particular point in time, take it slow. Don't rush into anything. Okay? Don't let your pain drive you into someone else's arms. Because now you're going from a situation where a door isn't fully closed. Maybe it's closed according to the other person who may decide to come back. But according to you, it's still open because there's still feelings and emotions, and you might actually hope for this person to come back. But when you are realistic with yourself and the reality of the situation, would that really be the best thing? Okay? Especially if this person just left you in the lurch. Princess of Pentacles here in your foundation, clarified by the Emperor energy, Aries energy, and the Queen of Wands. Okay? So, definitely a new beginning here. Pursue, and when I say a new beginning, predominantly within yourself. Pursue what you need. I feel that what you need is such a painful thing, in the sense that you know what you want, but you wanted it with that person. But what if that person was just a soul family member that was meant to give you the clarity of what you want? But you didn't necessarily need to have it with them. That is what I'm saying. This is possibly more of a twin flame connection where they come and like sort of shake things up, but not so much a soulmate connection where they come and stay. Because sometimes the reason why we can't connect with that, most compatible divine soulmate is because we are not energetically, vibrationally there where we need to be in order to make the connection. So sometimes the twin flame will just come into like rakatakata, shake you up to get you where you need to be. Alright, let's look at that Hangman energy for the overall energy for you. You got the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the highest vibrational card in the tarot deck, the Sun card. Okay? So by all means, don't close off your heart. Don't say, I'm done with love, I'm swearing it off, I'm never going to be with anybody ever again. Worst thing ever. Never going to place myself in a situation like that. By the way, when we do that, we completely cut ourselves off from the flow of abundance. Then everything goes down the drain. Money, work, health, all of that sort of things. Okay? I want to clarify that Magician energy for you for your turning point. Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Seven of Cups. Okay. So yeah, be open to what you want. But you also have to accept that it's not going to be with this previous person. Because there's a bit of an immaturity going on here. Whereas I feel that also maybe they, now take this as it resonates, but maybe they spin other people a story. You know, which might put you in a bad light. And you may have had some little whispers here and there. Do you really want to go back to someone that does that? Clarifying that Three of Pentacles energy for you, got the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. So what do you need and what do you need in the heart and the head? Get clarity on that. Start thinking. So, and you know, what is it that you wanted? Why are you so hurt? What were you hoping for? What were you losing out on? You know, where does the pain come from? That when you also become, you know, you look at that and you become clear about, you know, what you don't want, you also become clear about what you do want. Okay? And focus on what you do want. And know that this person did do you a service. They gave you clarity. It may take a little while to move through this, and if I were you, I'll give myself the time. But I will be very mindful of maybe, you know, getting into heavy drinking and maybe sleeping around. I wouldn't really go that direction if I were you at this point in time. I will get the inner balance within myself right first. You know, so maybe, you know, just go for walks with your dog or get a dog or, you know, bring something into your life that brings you peace. For example, with that fish tank over there, when I was in a space of like, I don't really know what to do and I couldn't find the calm, I brought something into my life that will give me the calm. So when I wake up in the morning, I see the tank. You know, it's around me. Maybe you want to bring something like that into your life. Maybe focus a bit on your fitness. Because I also see that maybe this connection wasn't so healthy for you. Okay. I wish you all the best, beautiful Leo. I look forward to connecting on your next video. Remember to comment, to share, to like, to subscribe, and I will see you next time.